And then I'm like, I have children. They like, wait, you got like 1 or 2? And I'm like, no, I got 4. So, but granted, I only been pregnant 3 times. I got a 2-for-1 special, but I have 4 kids, and they automatically.
In the dating market, the customer determines value, and the men have spoken. 4 kids is too many. Scribe, let's talk about it.
And then I'm like, I have children. They like, wait, you got like 1 or 2? And I'm like, no, I got 4. So, but granted, I only been pregnant 3 times. I got a 2-for-1 special, but I have 4 kids, and they automatically like draw back, like, oh no, you're a red flag. When I'm like, sir, you don't even know me. Like, you don't know that I have an 18-year-old and a 14-year-old and 2 10-year-olds. Like, I don't have small children. Not that it matters. Well, it does matter, because if I have a 6-month-old and I'm trying to date, like, that's stupid. But it's just like, how dare you judge me? You don't know what type of life I lived. You don't know what type of experiences I had. You don't know what I came out of, right? I am who I am because of my children.
So do you feel like you struggle with how they say your market value goes down once you have children?
No, because see, okay, this is where it hurts. Carnal men think that way. Carnally minded men think that way. A man who finds his identity in Christ, who knows the word, will not look at that.
If that's so true, go to the church. Single moms, go to the church. If you have multiple kids with multiple baby daddies, or you have whatever situation she's trying to refer to, then go to the church. Date those men there. If you're saying that it's only carnally minded men that care about this, but we know what's actually happening. Men care. You can't really shame men out of this position. They've told you again and again and again. You add labels to it. You add reasons why they shouldn't care. They still tell you, yeah, we care. A majority of the men, they're going to look at you, and maybe they're not judging you, but they're judging the packaging that you come with. We don't really care what you came through. We don't really care of the scenario, the situation. There's mitigating factors, absolutely. But the scenario is a scenario, and you can be separate from that. We can look at you, say you are an amazing, lovely, beautiful woman, but the situation is difficult. And given a choice, that's not what I would choose. That's the situation that's happening here. If you want to yell at men, you want to shame them, you want to say that, well, you only men that aren't walking with the Lord think like this. We're at the point in society. Who cares? You need a community that's actually together in order for shame to be able to take hold. Just the same way that women get on here and they say, and they'll do whatever, and they say, you cannot judge me, you cannot look at me. No, we don't have shame in the community that prevents a lot of the worst behaviors that you see on the male or female side. Instead, people think individualistically and say, I'm going to do what I want to do. I don't care what you have to say. Men are saying the same thing. I don't care your scenario. I don't care that you only got pregnant 3 times, that you ended up with a 2-for-1 special. I don't care if you got pregnant 1 time, you ended up with 4 children. The number of children matters to me. Their ages is a mitigating factor. But when you sell it this way, when you make it seem like something is wrong with men, that they're somehow less than, that they're somehow you should be judging them because, well, only carnally minded men, then call it all as carnal. Now what? Now what? Let X equal carnal men. We all agree. Moving on. We still care. You can't move off this goalpost. We see this happen all the time. Instead of judging and instead of actually working through what we're saying. Instead of saying, hey, listen, I've made choices in my life. Now let me accept my lane that has no consequences. In truth, it doesn't mean that you still can't win. It doesn't mean that you still can't find someone that's going to look at your scenario, situation, and say, I've got something similar. Maybe we can strike a deal. We can make something happen here. Or I look at you and I value you enough to say, you know what, this is cool. You never get to that point when you first deny that these kids are a factor. Or you simply say, well, the type of man that I want or the man for me won't matter. He won't mind this. Okay, then we wish you adieu and go on your way finding that man. But the rest of us here, we're saying it matters to us. Your past matters to us. Just like you say, our height, our bank account, our income, right? Our ambition, our loyalty, all these things you said matter to you. And we have to sit there and accept it and say, I agree. Okay, I get it. We don't get a chance to say, I don't know. It shouldn't matter to you. The woman for me, she's not gonna mind that I make $28,000 a year. The woman for me is gonna put me up. You're gonna look at him and say, you're crazy. But when we look at you and say, this is what we want, or this is too much, It does not matter to us when you now end up, say like Kendra G, you got a bag. Or you do this. Men across the board kind of say like, cool, I hear you. I don't care. So when they start focusing on their attention on the things that they're actually looking for, the things that they want, you try to what? You try to continue to shame them. Instead of having a collaborative conversation and saying, okay, a woman that has multiple kids, how could she sort of get the type of woman she wants? But the conversation then would say, well, you have to be in line with where you are. You have to be in line with your market price. We don't do that. We just say any woman can get the best type of man ever. I don't know why it makes sense. I don't know why you would believe it, but wholeheartedly, our society thinks that this is the case. It doesn't matter if you're old, young, fat, out of shape, in the worst shape, in the best shape, on your deathbed. There's still that notion that you can get and you deserve the best type of man, the best of the best. All the red flags, he's left in the past a long time ago. He's nothing but green flags now, and he's filthy rich, and he's 6'6". You think that you deserve that just because you exist, that's what happens. And your scenario, what you're actually coming there with, the kids, the debt, none of this seems to matter. You were just going to get to the point, and I think we're approaching it, where men just simply say, okay, you know our points of view. You know what we say we want. You keep trying to find ways to work around that rather than work through it collaboratively. Men aren't going to move the needle, just like women say they don't want to settle. They refuse to settle. They see no reason for them to settle. They'd rather live their life alone, and we agree. We're on the same side of this. Marriages are down. People aren't coupling up like what you would hope. And men are just saying, okay, especially those men of means, why would I commit? Especially if you came here with this packaging. You present this and say, I want the best of the best. They're saying, you've never listened to what I want. You've never listened to what's important to me. You got 4 kids. They're older, that helps, but men are still saying, you have 4 kids. You have 4 kids. And they don't need to go into further detail in the scenario and to mitigate this. And I believe she's even trying to say the same thing. I have 4 kids, but look, I was only pregnant 3 times. As somehow it makes the scenario a little better, a little more palatable. The reason you're doing that is because you know this is important to men. Now you try to label those men as saying that's carnal. A man of God is not going to care about this. Okay. And go to the church. Go find the man, man of the cloth. Find him in the congregation. Find that type of man there. When you're honest, you realize that those men in church are still men. They're still going to look and say, the reason your kids matter is a resource allocation issue, is me no longer being priority in that house that I would build or you would move into. It matters. Your kids are old, the kids are young, there's personalities, there's more to deal with. That's the case. Realistically, those men that would not mind, they're probably older than you. They probably have their own unique scenarios. That's where you should be going to look. Not specifically church, but look for open-minded men with complex scenarios just like you. Listen, if you disagree, let me know down in the comment section below. If you see other videos on the screen, check those out. Let me know your thoughts about those in those videos. And of course, if you listen to sound my voice now, you have not subscribed, I think you should. We're just trying to build something dope. I'll see you in the next one.